station of the Winnebago tribe.
KWTN 100.9 FM. Welcome to Winnebago Talks. Ladies and gentlemen, for those that are going to be joining us here, we have a lot to talk about and wanted to make mention that DJ Guaranteed, also over here to my right, is...
DJ Bethani.
How you doing?
I feel lovely.
Yeah. I know that we have a lot to talk about and stuff, but today, because... allergies and things like that. I know that you're a little under the weather, so appreciate you soldiering through here. But we have Next Level Productions, Mama Jack Productions, Next Level, believe Wrestling in the house here today. They have an event coming up that I wanted to talk about. And then also we have Vision Winnebago. Melanie Parker and Caden Cleveland will be here to talk about what's going to be taking place. And then they have an event coming up this Friday, so you want to stay tuned for that. We have district, sub-district, post-basketball season is underway officially. Last night, I know that there was a game at the Winnebago Public School. And then tonight, Winnebago and Omaha Nation will be going into the boys sub-district. So we're going to talk about that. And then... we are officially, what is it? Was it 4 sleeps away until last Bear Moon? It is Tuesday, right?
Yes.
Last Bear Moon 2026. So we want to end the show talking about that. We have a Winnebago in the News issue that's coming on out, and it's going to highlight some of the things that took place this past Saturday, including the undefeated back-to-back world champion wrestler Jared Doxey.
Yes.
NSAA, the 265-pound division, probably considered one of the most hardest divisions in all of the divisions, but give kudos to all the other wrestlers in the weight classes and stuff. They just brought it all. Jared went down there. He had a blessing ceremony. You got to cover that. And then, we followed him throughout the weekend. His journey through the tournament, and came away with a freaking amazing championship, medal.
Definitely.
First place. How does that make you feel?
I think that's an exciting time, and I really appreciate and love the words that he shared in the matchup before he went into that final championship round.
Yeah.
He's talking about Coach Tranmer's words with him of purpose, goal, focus.
Yeah.
And he just kind of has a whole spiel with it and stuff, but just staying focused on that. So I thought he had some good words to share.
You gonna join us? Okay. And then we also like to welcome in, and I think we need some headphones over here, DJ Bethany. I'll try to get those ready to roll. In the meantime, do you have anything else that you want to make mention of before we head into our interview with the Physical Resources Director, Mr. Brian MCBKC Chamberlain?
Yeah, so if anybody out there, any contributors that contribute to the win, if you have anything that you wanted to get in before the deadline today, you can send that in to our office circulation manager, Tyler Snake. Our email is tyler.snake@winnebagotribe.com. You can always utilize our win email as well, Winnebago Indian News @winnebagotribe.com.
Brian, how you feeling here today?
Good morning. How are you guys?
Doing great. What you got for the good folks out there?
I know that you guys have been extremely busy also with all of the sports activity like you mentioned just a few moments ago, as well as the upcoming Last Bear Moon Powwow, and I see you guys doing all of that. But some of the information we wanted to continue to pass on is remember that Winnebago Tribal Utilities customers that the garbage disposal collection agency will be changing from Gil Hauling to King's Disposal, and that will be culminating on March 1st, so we're kind of coming into that time period. The collection dates, all of that information will and is provided to all of the tribal utility customers, and we want to make sure everybody knows we're not talking about the village. This is if you receive a bill from Winnebago Tribe Utilities, we're talking to you.
Okay. So, all right. So it's legit.
Yes.
Nowadays, I always get those ones in an email and stuff. It's like, if you don't pay this bill, we're going to take you to court and all this and that, but they're fake, right? I think
yes.
Nordic or something like that. I'm not sure, but they crazy.
Yeah,
crazy,
there's all kinds of stuff like that. But nope, that is definitely a change. It was approved by the Winnebago Tribal Council earlier this year. And as we approach March 1st, the changeover will occur. And then also to that point, we would like to remind everybody that is on that line of service, so to speak, that there will be and is a recycling option that King's offered that Gil does not. And you will be able to get a hold of the Winnebago Tribe's utilities clerk, Kristen Neff, at her email, KRISTIN .neff, Neff, at winnebagotribe.com, and she'll be able to answer all your questions or call the facilities.
For sure. One of the things that I mentioned is that I seen a post. Like a lot of the outside towns are going to be coming to Winnebago, and I just want to applaud your department. Not only that, but all the Winnebago community members for cleaning up. The place looks phenomenal and stuff, and we got to keep that up. Because the wind blows and trash gets the dogs sometimes get into it, whatever it may be and stuff. But I think we do a fantastic job of making Winnebago look really nice, especially if you drive through the neighborhoods and stuff. So we wanted to make mention too that you guys do a fantastic job of fall cleanup and spring cleanup, which is going to be coming around the corner. We got another one coming.
Yes, it is. The dates are still pending, but yeah, there will definitely be a spring cleanup that's handled through the tribe's EPD department, of course, but a part of physical resources. And when we have those dates, of course, we'll push that out for the entire community to be aware of.
I wonder, like we made mention of how we're supposed to have. I'll put you on mute there. Just raise your hand if you want to be unmuted. But like, would it be possible to fine households if they don't clean their trash up? Does that make sense?
Some, yes, because if there's like mail or other, printed act, like Brian's, trash went blowing somewhere, then Brian's name's on, something like that. You can see that kind of thing, but it does because it kind of stuff has ended up in my yard, and then at the same time, I remember even like a pizza box ended up there, and I'm like, okay, in a place that I wouldn't go.
Right.
So I'm like, ew, who ate that? No, just kidding.
To be discussed and stuff. But I was just wondering that just for my own curiosity.
Yeah, and at the same time, of course, there are a few houses which are unoccupied, and we try to make sure that everything is taken care of in that way. So, yep. Pack up your trash, and community cleanup will be coming as soon as the transition happens. And that's a good segue there. The Winnebago Tribe's physical resources departments are definitely transitioning and getting ready for the spring season, because then, of course, the outdoor activities, mowing, weeding, all that kind of stuff will have to take place. And there will also be some upcoming road and parking lot activities. So when we get dates on those, we'll be sharing that as well.
Okay.
It's not going to be something, like, oh my God, I go to do detour and that. It's not like that. But at the same time, there'll be maybe some impacted areas. So
nice. Do you have anything else for them that we might have missed?
Nothing other than, are we going to do the answer is?
Let's do it.
Okay, then I'll be back later after you guys have your other interviews.
Oh, so we're going to do a rendition. I love the answer is. If you never played it before, we invite
and
you
I got to
folks
think of a rant too.
Oh, yeah. The rant of the day, the joke of the day.
Right. I'll have one ready for you. All right, see you.
We'd like to invite a good friend that came through not too long ago here and made mention that there's an event up there that's going to happen in South Sioux City. And this gentleman is with a production company. We'll have him give him a chance to introduce himself as we think of some of the things that we do on the weekend and the entertainment realm and stuff. But we'd like to welcome this gentleman. His name is Moose. All right. So kind of give us the whole runaround and stuff like that. The first time being on The Big Voice, and I know one of our tribal members brought you down and said, you have an event coming up. Give us the whole runaround. Give us your introduction first of all.
All right. Well, thanks guys for having me. My name is Moose Monsoon. I work with Mama Jack's Productions, who presents Next Level Wrestling. Again, thank you for having me on here, because I've always been told I have a face for radio. What we are is we're a company that started out of South Sioux City, and we've been slowly trying to expand. We work with some credible people. His name is Dave Sullivan, who used to be Hulk Hogan's tag team partner.
Oh, wow.
We have some factions in there, and right now factions are a little bit up in the world because we had Moose's Outlaws, and I did run it. But we had a little bit of a disagreement at this last show, and so my guys kind of beat me down. So I'm looking forward to bumping into him, talking to him, find out what's going on. But we have some great matches. We've got Nino and Falcone. Falcone is a Sioux City Guy against Moonshine and Tanner. Then we have a luchador match against Alejandro and the NLW champion, Joey Daniels. And we even have some fun stuff coming out because you got to have some humor in wrestling. We've got Nacho and Sancho from what we call Macho Libre, and they're going against Chocla Violence out of Kansas City.
Wow, awesome. All right, and this is going to take place when and where?
This is going to take place March 6th on a Friday at El Ranchito Mexican Restaurant.
Yeah.
Doors are at 6, shows at 7. We always have a pre-show, but I must say, go in early, have some food at El Ranchito. They serve some great food, and we'd love to have you out there.
Yeah. And then I've noticed that in the wrestling entertainment realm and stuff, how did you get your start?
Oh, goodness. I got started back in my 30s, but gave it up due to family cancer. I got back into it about 5 years ago. I was really good friends with Mad Dog Vachon. He used to come stay with me a week at a time, and he did a lot of mental training for me. But then I started out at APW, and then I went into Magnum, trained over there at their place, and slowly got introduced to NLW, and just been expanding slowly.
In NLW, what's that stand for?
NLW is Next Level Wrestling.
And you have a Facebook page, right?
We do. If
Yeah.
you guys would please look us up and give us a follow, we'd appreciate your support as a growing family business.
For sure. Some of the questions I wanted to ask and
Yes,
stuff
please.
is, like, I see wrestling, WWE, and the other ones and everything, and I watched a documentary on it, and it's pretty interesting how that came about. You know, you go back to the early days and stuff, but did you ever get hurt in a wrestling match?
Oh, goodness. Probably more times than I can really count.
Wow.
Sadly, right now, I'm looking at surgery on my right shoulder, but I think that might be some of my age, too.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and that's so you just kind of work through the. I mean, talk about the ultimate performer.
I'll tell you about an ultimate performer. Our top champion right now, Joey Daniels. I've seen him go out there with broken ribs, and I guarantee the fans did not know it.
Wow.
He was a true performer. He gets out there, he knows what to do, how to do it. And a lot of these vets, they'll work through that pain because they so badly want to just entertain you.
Yeah, definitely. I know that we had a conversation, and one of the reasons we thought it was Kevin Ebert. You guys were rattling off names yesterday, and he is like, yeah, you know, and he's a fan and everything too. But you had some hardships through your life too, you know what I mean, with cancer and then suicide, and I know that this kind of mentally keeps you busy. And so the reason we're trying to do this is that Winnebago tribal members might need to get their mind off something for a couple hours. This wrestling match might provide that, right?
Indeed, that's what we're trying to do. Yes, as you brought it up, things have been a little tough for my family, but I've had people continually come up and say thanks for, you know, putting on a show because they need it. They need to forget about their troubles for a couple hours. We've even had a few people say that it helps their sobriety. So if anything we can do to put some entertainment out there for people to forget about their troubles and support good causes, that's what we're here for. And I know that we had brought it up quickly yesterday. We would love to do something with the Winnebago tribe. We would love to do something for the missing indigenous people. So that's something hopefully we can talk about more in the future.
More awareness, the better.
Yes,
Definitely.
amen.
Yeah. Last question I have for you, then I know you have a tour to get on to promote this event coming up, but do you have any indigenous or American Indian wrestlers?
You know, we have some that have it in their bloodline.
Yeah.
Don't have any that are purebloods, if that makes any sense, but are anybody pure blood in America anymore? We're all mutts. But no, we have all ethnics in there. So it's a really broad base. It brings a lot of people together. So yeah, please just come check it out. If you feel like it, you can throw something at me, make some cuss words. Just remember, it's family friendly.
There you go. DJ Bethany, you got any questions for him?
No, I just want to say thanks for stopping by. You always brighten up the room when you pop in.
Oh, well, thank you very much, kind folks. I appreciate you.
And then we can't say it over the air and stuff, but your finishing move.
It involves a knuckle.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
and it involves a moose.
Is that?
and
is
it's
that,
a punch.
It's a punch.
Yes.
Okay. And then so.
Yeah, I won't put the full terms, but we definitely, I'm known for giving the guys a good snocking on the head, and they don't know what happened afterwards.
This is Moose from Next Level Productions. That's going to be March, or yeah.
It is going to be March 6th, and
March
it's Next Level Wrestling with Mama Jack's Productions.
All right. Thank you for stopping by.
Thanks, guys.
Well, there you have it. We might, I asked them a little bit about streaming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that would be kind of cool. I know there's a wrestler that's up in Canada, and he has a really good following and stuff. Like, if I got the gentleman's name, if you guys know it, help me out and stuff. But I'd like to get an interview with him, and he's got a huge following and stuff. But I forgot his name and everything, too. Do you I remember Macho Man Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan. There was some other guys and stuff, you know, so I'm very, interested in that. I took my son to one about 4 or 5 years ago, and he was kind of into it and stuff, and it was pretty interesting.
I never got to attend one, but when I was little, I kind of grew up on WWE and then like playing it in real life. You know? No, but I never got to attend them, but I always wanted to. I remember when I was little, I always think like, that's not real. Like, how come they're throwing them like that?
Yeah.
Like, just had all the questions.
Well, I mean, and then he's right about sobriety. Keep your mind busy and
Yes.
things like that. I know that he recently lost his son to suicide, so we really appreciate him taking the time out and then kind of getting back into it so that people can have that variety of entertainment on a Friday night, especially.
Yeah.
I'd like to welcome in a good friend. She's not only working for HCI, but she's also part of the Last Bear Moon Winter Celebration Committee. Melanie Parker, how you doing? You're a senior project manager for HCI.
Yes.
You guys have an event coming up, and tell us about the event. I believe it's going to happen on Friday.
Yes, so I am visiting in the capacity of not a Ho-Chunk employee.
Oh, okay.
However, just to give you a little bit of background, I'm here to promote an event, Chat Over Coffee, which is happening Friday, 10 a.m. at Sweetwater Cafe here in Winnebago. And it's an event that is going to introduce the Vision Winnebago initiative or movement to anybody in the community that is interested in learning more about it. I guess some highlighted background is that we Winnebago tribe enrolled members that work at Ho-Chunk Inc. We educated ourselves in the things that we need to be aware of, be educated on regarding, the future development of our community. And, the biggest thing that, we are aware of is that it takes money, money and a lot of collaboration. And, with, the Warhorse Gaming and, Ho-Chunk Inc. and then all these other organizations within the community, we've got some sort of revenue or income coming into the community, and it would be nice to have, I guess, establish a movement to, a place at the very least where our community members can come together, share ideas, collaborate, and to think as a collective people on what the future looks like for Winnebago.
So Vision Winnebago is kind of like a community tribal-based organization, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and it kind of sort of seems like it's a Ho-Chunk Inc. thing,
Yeah.
but it's, it seems that way only because, the tribal members, the Winnebago enrolled tribal members at Ho-Chunk Inc. was, were the basis of the initial movement. I don't even want to say it's a movement. It's just more of an initiative amongst ourselves more than anything, because, we've got, an evolving world around us, and we need to, be forward thinking and, just realize, what steps we need to do, what preparations we need to make for the future.
Yeah.
We don't know what that looks like today, of course, but, what we can do is lean on what we have done in the past, and be aware of what works, what hasn't worked, and and just we want to invite more people in the community to this conversation.
Okay.
Rather than really just this is what it is, and spit out a whole bunch of things that we've learned, just openly, like as if everybody else knows it like we do. We want to invite people to come in, start listening, ask questions, and any question really, even they could be very basic questions, and just to get familiar with what it is.
Okay.
It's a group effort. We want to definitely share. Before I say all this, we did, run this, have a presentation with the tribal council, and they're definitely, in support of, collaborating on ideas and, I guess talking about where collaboration can happen.
So the it's called Vision Winnebago. Coffee, chatting, Sweetwater.
Yeah.
And it's
Chat
this
over
Friday.
coffee.
Yeah,
Yep,
chat
this Friday.
over coffee. Just kind of a FYI too for all of the Winnebago tribal members that are listening. Tribal Constitution Day is on Friday, and the Winnebago tribe it's a tribal holiday, so we'll be closed for that. But if you want to come over, what time does it start?
10 a.m.
At 10 a.m.
Yep.
You have to bring your own coffee, or
Nope. There will be refreshments available, coffee for sure. I don't know what else, something to snack on maybe, but
Yeah.
if there's nothing available that's for free, you can definitely order something,
And then what's discussed there? Are you guys going to put a presentation and give?
There's a presentation that's going to be, given.
Okay.
So I think it's just basically going to give more in-depth information of like what I shared here.
Yeah.
And there's going to be an opportunity for attendees to ask questions.
Yeah.
We just want to start inviting the community. Not that the community or anybody else was not invited. It was just first to start it off as like just this learning thing. Let's educate ourselves.
Okay.
And then, pretty soon it's like, well, we need to, if we want to share this with more than just us, I think it's a good idea. And, eventually we got to the point of identifying like a mission and vision statement for the group. And I'm sorry, I don't have those with me. I really wished I would have had them because they're really
Yeah.
good words to lean on. And we want to just start being inclusive to the community on this.
So if I have an idea on some of the things that I would like to see Winnebago a vision of Winnebago in the future, let's say it's, I know some of the priorities is housing, the children and our elders, language and culture is huge, as you know, because our fluent speakers, they're starting to pass away and things like that. So that's kind of an urgency. Also kind of the economic development realm of, we need like a mechanic shop, or we need an auto shop. DJ Bethani is a testament to that. We needed one yesterday, So just kind of, if I have those ideas, come to this. If I can't make it Friday, what can I do to...
I believe they'll be sharing contact information at the event. There will also be a sign-in sheet to where you can leave your phone number or your email address if you want to be, contacted for future information. We will be having future gatherings. I just don't know what those will be. But right now, this is basically like the starting point to, inviting others to the, to this group. And one of the things I wanted to say is that, this is in no way, any replacement of our current leaders. If any one of us have been in a leadership, role at any point in our lives, we can't do everything as a leader. And I want to really commend our tribal council on the things that they deal with on a regular basis. It's a lot, it's stressful and it can be overwhelming. And I really look at this group to, kind of be like this, thing to lean on, for our leaders, and because, and it's a, very good 9 people sitting at the table.
Yeah.
But, like I said, it can be overwhelming at times, and, it'd be nice to have, all the help we could get as leaders, wherever it may come from.
Right. Totally understand. Okay. I thank you for sharing that information. And it's going to be happening this Friday and stuff. So you guys don't have like a Facebook page or website? You're just
not yet. It's very, we're trying to, it's a very grassroots type of thing right now. So, just we're going to keep talking about it. Willie Bass is the one that has been coordinating our meetings, and I'm not sure if we're going to like publish a schedule of meetings of any sort, but really a lot of this pre-work before now has been just organizing, what our vision for Vision Winnebago is. And, it's come together really well. And, if anybody wants to know more, please go to the chat over coffee on Friday, 10 a.m., Sweetwater.
All right, cool. Is there an opportunity to join? Who's all on this organization right now?
It's just a collective of people. I know there's just off the top of my head, Willie Bass, Linnell Blackhawk, Terry Lee, Medina, Kiana Lewis, Caden Cleveland, myself, Aaron LaPointe, Michelle Parker from HCCDC, and I think we might have had one or two tribal council members attend a meeting in the past, but a lot of it was just educating ourselves on financial jargon and just like how investments work, and just become make ourselves aware of how how basically an economy works. And we're still, we don't know everything. We have experts in the community that can add value to the group, and definitely don't want to exclude anybody.
I think some of the Winnebago tribal employees and that are tribal members too, that they would be interested in joining this organization. And also, if we can so we'll find out more information at the chat out over coffee and stuff. So it sounds pretty interesting, and it's an exciting time for Winnebago. I know that there's always, we could always use more houses. We could always use more resources towards our language and culture. Everything needs to be covered.
Yes, we've had those conversations as well in the group, and like I said, nothing can happen overnight. And our current leaders can, definitely utilize as many resources as we have in the community to address the things that we have that have a need.
You have any questions for her?
I do not know.
Okay.
You displayed the flyer?
Okay. Well, actually, no, I don't have a flyer.
Is it posted on?
I am not sure.
Tried to find one. I could not find one.
You know what? I don't have my work phone number with me, my work phone. But if I email one right away, maybe you could.
Yeah,
we'll share it on. Yeah, we'll share it on the Big West
Okay.
page.
All right.
Yeah, sorry, I thought Willie sent that to you, but maybe not.
You might have sent it to me, but probably didn't send it to DJ.
Okay.
Bethany.
No, I'll get that sent to both of you right off the bat. So.
All right. Cool. All right. And then last question: are you excited for this weekend?
Yes, I am. I'm getting there. You know, actually, I started getting excited this weekend, and
I want to commend you. Give you flowers while you're here on air and everything. The vendors. I mean, to make that happen, like 1 year we packed it full of vendors and people are like, stop the vendors, it's too packed in there, right?
Yep.
And then the next year we're like, well, we're going to have this tribal member vendors and stuff. But with this takes all coordination. This is behind the scenes work here and stuff. And then you figured it out, you know? And so I just wanted to say thank you for doing that. I know that there's probably, you had 100 and some vendors inquire. And rightfully so, it's a great event. You make sure you guys mark your calendars for it and stuff. But to have that coordination, I seen a post go out yesterday from you guys that said the vendor spaces were full for this year, which means we're gonna 2027. I'm not sure how you're gonna do it and stuff, but I think that coordination and everything that you did is a wonderful job. You need an assistant.
Yeah, well, I had help from Cassie, and our other committee members, been helpful as well as far as making sure that the word is out there. And,
did you ever think it was going to be that hard, though?
Last year I thought it was hard. This year is a little bit harder because we had more spaces available. But that part of it was easier for me to, communicate on, because it was I was happy to we can offer you, but once it cut off,
it's a huge part of attending a powwow, especially in the Siouxland area and at Winnebago and stuff, because people want to shop.
Yep.
Not only that, but they're starting to get their little emerald cards kind of loaded up.
Yeah, that's true. So I just, we have a total of I think 18 arts and crafts vendors and a few information booths
Yeah.
and a couple of food trucks. We may have one more available, so I'm trying to work out the details with that.
Yeah.
But all the arts and crafts vendors tables are taken. Info booth vendor tables are taken. I have a standby list, and hopefully we won't need to use it.
Yeah.
If we do, we'll have somebody to lean on.
I on my personal Facebook page, I start making mention, counting down the stories of last Bear Moon. I mean, we could go for 1,000 days, right? Because we got so many stories and stuff. But I mentioned you that, you know, the Fab Four, I guess I should say, and stuff, is that, you know, Frank White was the chairman, and we went down to that Oto winter encampment, then had that feeling when we got back. And then you remember me asking if you would be interested in helping on that and stuff. And I thought it was really cool because, you know, you represented a certain organization, and everybody represents a certain organization. Not only that, but as tribal members and things, you know, it has all worked out well. And you've been on the committee ever since.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
know
I have.
you're busy. So thank you for being on the committee every
Thank
time
you,
that we
Garan.
ask you to help out and stuff. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right.
Work's not done yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to ask you the same question Saturday night.
Okay.
You have a good rest of your day.
Okay.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, DJ Bethany, what do we got for him?
Well, I know that we made mention of it. I wanted to kind of bring that up and show that here on the display because, so we were waiting. We needed to, you know, basically get 100% confirmed before we announced anything.
Yeah.
And so we kind of made mention of that, but we are happy to announce that.
Oh, we got a debut.
Yeah, I gotta
announcement?
let the
Turn
beat
up the
build
volume,
a little bit.
folks. What do we got for him?
So I'm gonna bring up
We have
sub-district basketball, boys basketball C1 through 4 here in Winnebago, hosted at Winnebago. The Winnebago boys will be going up against Arlington, 5:30 p.m. today, February 24th at Winnebago. And so we will be there. The big boys will be live streaming on our YouTube channel. We want to give a big shout out to our sponsors. And so a big thank you shout out to the Winnebago Police Department.
Oh, cool.
And
Chief
we
Lone
also,
Wolf, shout out to you guys.
yes, and then we also want to send out a special shout out to our other sponsor.
Who's that?
1 second.
And so when it comes to sub-district basketball, I know that the records are zeros, right? I mean, you work through their preseason, you work through your whole kind of season after you come back from winter break, and now it's time to put, you know, the team should be ready to go, gelled, in shape, everything. And sub-district basketball, there's just another type of feeling. They play with a different intensity. My personal opinion, I see it on the court and stuff, is that, you know, every possession really counts and stuff. So just to recap, last Friday, we went down to Omaha Nation. We got invited by their law enforcement to come down and stream. Shout out to Omaha Nation Public School and their IT department for helping us on out, getting us all connected and everything too. And then Kevin LaHood also helped us with camera operations. But
Yes.
their superintendent, you know, Brad Vogt, he's the athletic director and the head coach and stuff. But we took away from that game that they just need to take care of the ball. Take care of the ball. There's 20 turnovers in that. So when it comes to tonight, you know, take this with a grain of salt, Winnebago, is that we want everybody to show up. It would be better if nobody tuned in from Winnebago to our live stream. We only want the live stream to the people that are out of town.
Yeah, that are truly unable to come in person.
Yes. So now is the time that this basketball team, the coaches and administration are calling upon our fans. Even if you don't have a relative that's playing basketball, let's show out and let's show them what Winnebago basketball is about, right?
Yes.
So spread the word, guys. Spread the word for those relatives that are not in Winnebago that we're streaming, right?
Yes. And so big shout out. So we had secured sponsorship. And so I just wanted to make sure I don't want to, say the wrong thing over the airwaves. But I do want to send a huge thank you shout out to Ho Chunk Incorporated. Shout out to Willie Bass over there at HCI. We have sponsorship for all of the games here at Sub District. So.
Okay. Yep. And then these fall under the NSAA rules. So, just kind of FYI. I see some comments and stuff, who are the commentators really for and stuff. We have to call it both ways.
Yes. Yep.
We can't be, like if somebody makes a big 3-point shot from Winnebago, let's go, like blowing out the speakers and stuff. We have to.
There are rules and regulations that we have to abide by. And I would like to add in there that, in order for us to be able to venture out and do the live streams and stuff like that, we have to abide by those. So, I do get pretty defensive. I will say that when I see people bashing my production crew.
And then the other thing too is in those comments, we also promote this to the other team. So let's make sure, there's a few jokes in there and things like that. But when it comes to negativity, we'll try to monitor those comments as best as possible.
Yeah.
Some might slip through, and we appreciate the people that let us know by, because you're literally like an octopus. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? Like tentacles over here.
Bethany, put them in timeout.
Doing something and stuff. So when it gets called to our attention, we appreciate that. I know that I was mispronouncing names. It was my only mess up ever. Nah, just kidding. Somebody called me and said, you're mispronouncing names. And so we appreciate that.
Yeah, yep.
We might not get to it, but thank you for letting us know in a, how do you say it? Let's try to do it in a positive way and stuff instead of bashing, I guess I would say. But nonetheless.
Yeah, because there's constructive criticism, and
for sure.
And that's always good to take in their feedback.
Once again, we want to bring up, because we're going to go into the rant of the day. We're also going to go into the joke of the day, and then the answer is. But one last time, we got to get this information out. We did a PSA. Me and you did this PSA on the Jaw Jump. The telecommunications, fiber line. We need those SLA agreements, the service line agreements. There's a connection box. It is free, but they just need your permission. They ain't going to install this connection box until they have a signed agreement. So they covered almost the Ho Chunk Village 1.0 and 2.0. They need to work on like Little Priest and some other areas. So if you guys have a SLA agreement, my mom signed it. And she said it wasn't bad. I mean, she did it, and then Brandon texted me right away and said, hey, I seen your mom sign it. Thanks, bro. So who those that watched the with and thank you to Gayla for putting that together. But it has a lot of good information about that. Anything else that you want to add on that?
No, I just want to, with the live streaming that we provide and like just having good internet connection means so much to us to be able to provide a good live stream. I think having good internet at home, whether you're like streaming your favorite show or you're gaming or, whatever it is that you do on your internet, you want a good connection. So, shout out to Brandon and all of the IT and everybody that has a helping hand in this project. It's really awesome and exciting.
For sure. All right. Are you guys ready are we going to go to the joke of the day? Or are we going to go to the rant of the day? Let's go to the rant of the day because we're going to try to make them laugh because my rant is horrible. Turn off your speakers, turn off your cell phone and stuff like that. You're not going to like this. Just to recap, I did get in trouble for my last rant. Do you remember the last rant and stuff? But here is my rant of the day. I seen Netflix posted on September 19th that Mayweather versus Pacquiao #2 is going to take place. No, man. No, this is horrible. This is a horrible idea. Netflix, you're going to get somebody hurt. I mean, these guys are, 54 or something like that? Is that what their age is and stuff?
Choke.
Yeah, man. Like, come on, guys. Like, are we that bad? I mean, boxing, right? The last super fight was Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. The world stopped to watch it, right? And Terrence, I'm a huge fan of his. He's down from Omaha, went into retirement. Go ahead.
Can I add, did you see that his son placed down there at state?
Yeah, Terrence Crawford, he won that wrestling. His son, I don't know if it's junior or whatever
junior.
and stuff. I know there's one athlete that has all his kids' names the same. So I think it was George Floyd, or not George Floyd. What's his name? George Foreman. Yeah, George Foreman and stuff. Is your mic on? No, it's not Harry.
George
Okay.
Foreman.
Is that better?
Yeah,
All right.
George Foreman. He had a whole bunch of Georges. You know, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Anyways, so that's my rant. I mean, are you guys even gonna watch it? I mean, Netflix. Let's go. Come on, man. What the heck here?
There wasn't no up and coming boxer they couldn't
I mean,
hone in on.
that's just kind of like pouring salt on the wound on the boxing fans, right? Like,
It's
we
like
can't-
they got it from a movie or something.
And September 19th is a huge day, isn't it? Isn't that like Independence Day for, I don't know, man. But they're like 20 years later trying to make this fight happen. Why would they do that? And then I hear that Mike Tyson is going to fight Floyd Mayweather. Did you hear that in the
No.
exhibition bout? What, man? That's my rant.
Put him in.
I'm done.
What is it? The padded room. Put him in a padded room.
What do you guys got for your rant of the day?
Do you have a rant?
I do have a rant.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so my rant is gonna be. I recently had somebody that was just nitpicking at me, man. And so my thing was like, okay, you're always nitpicking at me. You always gotta like just say everything to try to like how we were talking about. We want positivity, things like that. Well, there's this one person in my life that just always has to focus on the negative, and it just really brought me down. And I was thinking so hard, and I was like, why am I letting this bother me so much? Like, they don't contribute to day to day. They don't contribute to the greater good. They don't try to contribute when help's needed. They don't contribute at all. So why am I wasting my energy on like letting this bother me? And so I just pulled myself back up and I was like, whatever. And then it was water off a duck's butt.
There you go. Yes. And
So if you're not contributing, why are you complaining? That's my rant.
wow, that's a good rant. That's a good rant. Yeah.
Drop the mic.
And I'm glad that you're, rolling. Just keep on rolling. That's what you got to do. I think Jay-Z had a song called "Dirt Off My Shoulder," and I like to tell you guys, let them. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yep.
That's the main thing is just let them, because you can only control you, right? And so it'll make you angry if you try to control somebody else and they don't abide by the rules and everything. But you got to think about people that are bullies and stuff. Something happened to them. You know what I mean?
No, it's the deflecting.
Yeah,
you know.
sure. Right, for sure. MCBKC, what you got for the rant of the day?
The simple one that I think we all have, Mother Nature
Oh,
putting us up there with spring and then
Just
thanks.
kidding.
I know, it's
That
like slap
wind.
across the face.
that win.
Oh, it's not here yet.
We
That's
had
it.
like 4 seasons in one day, right? We had snow, then we had sunny weather. I got my air conditioner out.
record-breaking highs. and
I had
then-
some like raindrops on my window.
What the
it's
heck?
like, so that's it. Mother Nature. Yeah.
Okay,
So
all
whatever.
right. So I got a joke of the day. Do you guys want to hear my joke of the day?
Yes.
Let me just check it out here. I know that hopefully it didn't get deleted off my phone here and stuff. But my son, he told me to try this joke of the day. Do you got one, DJ Bethany?
I do.
Oh,
What's the hardest tea to swallow?
green tea.
The hardest tea.
Mm-hmm.
Calamine.
Reality.
Reality.
Yeah. Some people living in their own world. Hello.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. All right. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. I don't know. That's a science one. I'm not sure. if
I've
that one-
heard that one. Yes, I've heard, but that's still good.
All right. What's smarter than a talking parrot? A spelling bee. Oh,
yeah.
okay. I better quit.
Turkey.
Yeah, you guys are throwing your phones throwing them down and stuff. This guy is too corny.
You want that? It's like, why did the guy get fired from the calendar company?
Why?
Because he took a day off.
Okay, we gotta stop. That's enough now. No.
Okay.
All right, here we go. The answer is, you guys play along. We got 5 questions coming your way.
Yep,
DJ
all right.
Bethany, or you could be on DJ Guaranteed's team.
That's
And we're
right.
gonna find out who's gonna be the winner.
Yes, multiple choice for all 5 questions. Okay.
Here we go.
And then if we have a tiebreaker, then you just gotta know it. All right. So the answer be this being milk. Just you gotta figure that out, guys. Number 1. Recently, the Lunar New Year began saying au revoir to the year of the snake and hola to the year of the horse, fire horse to be specific. What is next year's symbol going to be?
Oh man, this
Multiple choice if you need it.
is Lunar New Year. Let's see here. I am gonna go with monkey.
Okay.
I will take
Multiple
the
choice?
multiple
Okay.
choice.
Multiple choice is ram or a sheep, a crane, rat or mouse, boar or pig.
Oh.
So basically, I'll use the first animal: ram, crane, rat, boar. Next year's
I
we
gambled
in
there.
the year of the fire horse.
I shot for 2 points.
I'm gonna go for crane.
The
I
crane.
missed.
It is going to be the year of the ram.
The
Yes.
more you know.
Dang.
Yes,
The more you
close
know.
to that. Close to that.
Your trunk, DJ
Yes.
Destiny.
Yep. So the fire horse is all about being daring and going for it. So I hope you guys are also in that mood.
Zeros on the board here. Question number 2.
Question number 2. Pisces began this week. Also, it is the sign of the fishes. In the wheel of the zodiac, where is it? Multiple choice if you need it.
Yeah, I have
in
no
order.
clue on this.
Is
Zodiac
it
stuff.
3rd? Is it 5th? Is it 9th? Or is it 12th?
Okay, repeat the question.
Pisces began this week.
Yeah.
In the sign, it is the sign of the fishes. In the wheel of the zodiac, where is it? Is it 3rd? Is it 5th? Is it 9th? Is it 12th?
3rd.
5th.
Okay. Those are your answers?
Yeah.
It is 12th.
Oh,
Dang.
wow.
Yes.
Dang.
Remember, the
Alright.
zodiac follows the Gregorian calendar, or excuse me, the Julian calendar, not the Gregorian calendar. And the Julian calendar, of course, begins with Aries, which starts in March.
And you're big into that stuff.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I starting from January, dang it.
Okay.
Yep. Remember that switched by. Anyway, so we'll go leave that alone. All right.
Zeros on the board.
Yeah, switch pages now, guys.
Question number 3.
As professionals in the industry that we are in. KWTN 100.9 is our terrestrial radio signal as of this broadcast. Why is the letter K used in the call sign designation? Multiple choice if you need it. KWTN 100.9 FM.
Yeah, people are why is the K? Because everything on this side of the Missouri River starts with a K.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot my 2 shots.
I want that multiple choice.
Okay. It stands for kilowatt power.
Oh, what's it stand for? Okay,
Yes.
okay, I got you now.
Okay.
Dang it.
Well, it stands for 1,000 hours of operational support. It's there because we're west of the Mississippi. It's totally random and has no meaning.
Dang. I feel like we've talked about this
Yeah.
like more than once,
Yeah.
and it's been explained to us why. Because
Yeah.
like if you go, there's gonna be a different letter over there.
KWTN 100.9 FM, the terrestrial radio signal. The
Alright.
choices again were, it stands for kilowatt power. It stands for 1,000 hours of operational support. It's there because we're west of the Mississippi. It's totally random and has no meaning.
I'm going with D.
Okay, and it is actually close, guaranteed. It's the Mississippi, not the Missouri. So I'll give you. You'll get 1 point for
yes,
that.
I'm on the
Yes,
board.
yes.
Let's go.
Okay,
They both start with M's.
and then what is bonus point on that? If you are east of the Mississippi.
W.
Yes. All right. Cool. All right. Question number 4. Then, ready to open your brain? Multiple choice if you need it.
Uh-oh, you're
What?
behind 1 point.
What is singulomania with a C? Cingulomania. What
a
is
wrestling move.
What is singulomania? You're gonna say are you
Wrestling
gonna
move.
give that answer?
Yeah.
Multiple
Wrestling
choice,
move.
Garan.
I want multiple choice.
Okay. Is it A? It's an addiction to holiday cookies. B. It's the strong desire to hug someone. C. It's part of a cat's growing up behavior. D. It's the absence of communications between the elderly.
See, I told you wrestling move.
Singulomania. It's an addiction to holiday cookies. It's the strong desire to hug someone. It's part of a cat's behavior when they're growing. It's the absence of communication between the elderly.
C.
See?
It's B.
B? It is B. It's the strong desire to hug someone. So if you have the strong desire to give someone a hug, you have singulomania.
See, which in wrestling you have.
The big hug.
You're reaching there, guarantee about. Yeah, so I love it. Okay. Question number 5 then. Same kind of question. If you womble, what have you done? W-A-M-B-L-E, not wombly. But if you womble, what have you done? Multiple choice if you need it.
Purchase glasses.
Okay.
I'll take multiple choice.
Okay. If you womble, your stomach has rumbled. You've yelled into the sky. You've wandered lost in a parking lot. You've won 3 games of spades in a row.
Oh, wow, those are good choices. Mine wasn't on there, but
If you womble, what have you done? Your stomach has rumbled. You've yelled into the sky. You've wandered lost in a parking lot.
Wandered lost.
You've won 3 games of spades in a row.
I don't think I.
Spades.
You gonna
Lost.
go spades?
No, he get lost in the parking
Lost in a
lot.
parking lot? Guaranteed?
Yeah, I shot my
Okay.
shot.
It is your stomach has rumbled.
Oh,
Really?
Yes.
womble.
Is that a
my
scientific
stomach
term or something?
Yes.
Is it really?
You womble. Yes.
Huh.
Or however it sounds, when you're hungry. Yes.
Wombly right now.
Hey, there's different words for it too. People will say, that's not what that's called. It is also called a womble.
A womble, huh?
Super wombly today.
All right. Yep, so guaranteed had 1-0, so the tiebreaker would have been, okay, and there's 2 parts to this answer, and you just had to know it. So, Bethany, you get to choose first.
Okay.
The Winter Olympics in Italy have just finished. Team USA won the gold in both men's and women's ice hockey. Who did they defeat? So the men and the women both won the gold. Who did they defeat?
Seen a lot of talk
The
about
U.S.
this.
men
Yeah,
won versus
nothing on the
blank.
timeline.
The
I
U.S.
know.
women won
Well, I seen-
versus blank.
Ice skating. I seen nothing about hockey.
Yep, so-
They
but they won the
played-
gold, men and women, in a strange kind of coincidence. Both won in overtime, 2-1, men and women. But who did each team defeat?
They defeated.
The men defeated who? The women defeated who?
The men defeated Portugal, and the women defeated Moscow.
Russia?
Yeah, Russia.
Okay. Guaranteed.
Let's see here. The men defeated Canada
Okay.
and Netherlands.
And the Netherlands, the
Yeah.
women?
Yeah.
Okay. They were both Canada.
Oh.
In overtime,
okay.
2-1 both times.
That's what it was.
Yes.
Canada.
Yeah.
So
Well, I should
both
have. When you
Canada.
said, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah. And it was like, I know Canada was upset, right? I mean,
Well, there's in the men's world, of course, there's a lot of crossover with the NHL teams. So there are many, many teammates, team members, etc., on both sides of the border. But yeah,
interesting.
U.S. men and U.S. women captured the gold over Canada 2-1 in overtime.
Wow.
Just a strange coincidence.
So with that win, who won again?
Yes, guaranteed scraped out the 1-0 win.
Dang, we lost sound. Nah, I'm just kidding.
What happened to the signal? It's like, well, we're done. So,
Hey, folks, appreciate you tuning in here. Hopefully that you won on your card. And then also, we want to make mention, finally, before we get off the air, Jared Doxey came away with that huge win
Nice.
on Saturday and stuff. So I know that the tribe will be looking to do something for him. And then I think that the family, I'm not sure, we've got an invitation for him to attend Last Bear Moon so that people, a lot of us will be over there for the winter celebration that's going to be taking place. With that being said, DJ Bethany, what do you got for him?
Well, as we mentioned earlier, we'll be live on our YouTube channel this evening for boys basketball. And so be sure and subscribe to our channel if you have not already. KWTN, the big voice, 1009.
MCBKC.
I know that you guys have some very big upcoming announcements related to the communications department and the radio station. When are you going to let those out?
We could probably do that now, you think?
Okay.
Or should we wait? It's up to you. No, we've got to wait. We got to do
wait?
Yeah, let's
minor
wait.
tweaks. Yeah.
So the cliffhanger.
yeah.
Yes.
Click.
There's something big coming.
Offline. No. Hey, you guys, thank you for staying tuned here to Winnebago Talks. We appreciate you guys and everything that you do. As we invite our visitors from the 4 directions that are going to be coming and descending on Last Bear Moon Winter Celebration, I know that the Winnebago Hospitality will be there. We want to say thank you to the Winnebago's team for, all the coordination, the efforts that go into that celebration. And then yesterday, we asked Mr. Frank White to say the ground blessing, so he'll be in attendance. I know that they had a loss in their family the last couple of years, but the memorial happened last Saturday. And then this Saturday, he's able to attend. So excited to see the relatives. Travel safe for those that are tuned in and listening. We got some more announcements coming your way. And we'll see you guys out there at Last Bear Moon Winter Celebration 2026. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.